Let's talk about how to use Ahrefs for local SEO. Now, if you don't already have an Ahrefs account, it is a paid tool, so you'll need to sign up for a subscription, and then we can use these different features to figure out what's going on with local SEO in a given industry. Now, I've come to Google and just done a search for Phoenix roofers. So depending on what area you're serving and the service or product that you offer, basically just start by adding putting the location as well as the main industry that you serve. So Phoenix roofers, we're going to skip past these ads as well as these listings here. Come right down to the website results. And there's a couple of actual roofers. This is the Better Business Bureau. You probably just want to skip that one because it's basically a whole bunch of different roofers. You can see these different roofing companies here. But we want an actual roofing company. So we'll grab the URL for Lions Roofing and pop that into here and click search. When we do that, we're going to see all sorts of data about this specific website. This is all focusing on search engines predominantly. Sometimes you'll see some paid search engine traffic and data over here, but it doesn't look like they're running any Google ads, so it's just going to be organic. And if you look at this top bar right up here, it's a couple of key indicators that are going to help us see what is going on with this website. First is the domain rating and the UR, which is the URL rating. And these are an indication of how authoritative this company is. It's also showing us the AR, which is the Ahrefs rank. These three indicators are pretty helpful to know just at a glance how authoritative one of our competitors is going to show up in Google, more or less. And this has to do mostly with their backlink profile. So the number of backlinks that they have and the referring domains that they're getting those backlinks from are a huge indicator of how authoritative this website is. And if they have a lot of really high authority backlinks from a lot of high authority domains, then their UR is going to be high, their DR is going to be high, and their AR is going to be high. So these two numbers are out of 100, so it goes from 1 to 100. And then this is just an overall rating of all the websites online. So right now they're ranked about 7 million out of billions of websites that are online. With the top 100 websites being huge websites like Wikipedia and stuff like that, right? So not terribly authoritative. Like, this isn't scary. If these numbers were in like the 70s and 80s, and this was in like the top 20,000 or something, then we might have some concern that this is going to be a really competitive industry and it's going to be hard to outrank the local competitor. But usually local businesses aren't going to be up into that range anyhow. That's usually going to be more of like the global websites like Wikipedia, like, for example. And we were just talking about the backlinks and the referring domains. We can get into this here in a second, as well as the keywords and the traffic that they're getting. I like to just start opening these up. Anything that you can hover over in blue that turns orange can be clicked on here, which can help us see kind of what they have going on with each of these different elements. So we'll start with their backlinks. And there's about 11,000 backlinks here. We can export these if we want and do some organizing and kind of filtering things out. You can filter by their domain authority or the UR authority, like how much traffic the domain's getting. Expertise.com is kind of like a directory, kind of a bigger website, gets a lot of traffic. So this is a pretty good backlink that they have right here. And ultimately what we want to do is figure out where they're getting backlinks already and then see if we can get similar backlinks for our own website. And as we start to get the same backlinks and even more backlinks that are even better quality than theirs, Google's going to see that. It's going to pick that up and go, oh, okay, this site that's getting all these backlinks is authoritative as well, right? And there's a whole bunch of, Bird Eye is another kind of directory. There's azroofing.org. Seen a whole bunch of variations in their backlinks that we can explore further. There's also referring domains. So these are the actual domains that are pointing from different pages to this website, Lions Roofing. So like Wikipedia is featuring their website, is linking back to lionsroofing.com, probably some / some page on this website. Now, if Google crawls Wikipedia and sees that Wikipedia is linking to lionsroofing.com, that's a pretty big indicator of trust, because Wikipedia is not going to send its traffic to this website unless it feels like there's some relevant reason to do that, right? And being that this is a highly authoritative website, if it's got a backlink from Wikipedia, that's a pretty good indication that this is an authoritative website. And so that might be one place we want to try to go get a backlink from, right? And we can figure out exactly where they're, we could come back here to their backlinks and search for Wikipedia. I think we could do it like this. So we can see that there are two backlinks here, and they're going to things that you need to know when re-roofing your home. So, we can be like, oh, hey, okay. We can have an article that talks about something slightly different, reach out to Wikipedia, see if they would be willing to feature our website, right? So that kind of gives you an example of how that would be done. But this is really going to give us an indication of like how many authoritative websites they have backlinks from, how authoritative those websites are that they're getting the backlinks from, how many backlinks they have from each website, etc., etc. And then again, like I was saying, you just start figuring out how they're doing it and go reverse engineer what they're already doing to have success and see if you can outperform what they have going on. So then the other things we were going to look at were the organic keywords and the traffic. So this is the organic keywords. This is basically all the keywords that they're ranking for organically right now on Google. So roofing companies, Phoenix, roofing Phoenix, Lions Roofing, brown spots on ceiling. Some of these are more like blog related. This is like some blog. It's very informational in nature. So the search intent is going to tell us like if somebody just wants more information or if they're actually trying to purchase from a company. So something like residential roof repair company is going to be transactional. The person is pretty much ready to buy. They just need to find the right company and then they're going to buy from that company, right? So we can export all of this and start to get a sense of what keywords have the correct buyer intent, and then filter those typically by keyword difficulty and start going after the ones that are a little easier. Like, this one has really good transactional intent, decent search volume, 90 searches a month, but only a 15 keyword difficulty out of 100. Whereas roofing company Phoenix is a little more navigational in nature, about the same search traffic, but 61 keyword difficulty. So, it's going to be easier to rank for this keyword than it is to rank for this keyword, theoretically, right? We'll see what happens when we actually go to make it rank, but the idea would be to export this list, figure out which ones have the correct intent, correct buyer intent, a decent amount of search volume, but relatively low keyword difficulty. And then we can start creating pages and content and everything on the website to try and target those keywords and rank for those keywords through our website. Now, the other big thing is, when it comes to local SEO, is the actual website itself, right? So like, what keywords are we mentioning on this page, and how many headlines does it have? Does it have reviews on here? Yes, it does. Is there a form embedded on the page? Are there FAQs on the page, right? What's the user experience like? What's the first thing the person sees when they visit this page? This basically, the website content or the user experience on the website is going to play a big role in your organic rankings. So if somebody comes here and they start reading and it draws them in, and they start looking at all the different stuff on here, and they spend 5 or 10 minutes going through this page, that's an indication to Google that that person found what they were looking for, right? Like, if somebody comes to this page, it doesn't seem like it's congruent at all, so they hit the back button right away and go visit a different page. That's an indication that that person did not find what they were looking for. And so Google's not going to rank that page as high up in the search results. So backlinks are important, but user experience and on-page SEO is also really important, and is becoming more important as time goes on. And so we can look and see, this is like their roof repair page, residential roof repair. So, we might want to see how many times they're mentioning roof repair on this page. Like, they have roof repairs here, talking about roof leak repairs, underlayment, flashing repairs, solar tube repairs. They're talking quite a bit about solar repairs on this page, and different types of, or not solar repairs, but roof repairs, and different types of repair work that they offer. And if this page is already ranked at the top of Google, which it looks like it's in position number 2 right now, so pretty high up there, then it means that they're probably doing some things right. So rather than try to come up with our own strategy from scratch of how we're going to develop the page so that we can get ranked in the number 1 spot, it'd probably be better to just find out who's already showing up at the very top of Google, figure out what they're doing to get there, and then work backwards to develop a superior process for our own website to be able to get there, right? And then the last item that we were going to look at here is the traffic. So when we open this up, it's going to show like the top pages of this website, where essentially where is all the traffic going to on the website. So mainly the homepage, which makes sense. It's normally going to be that way. It's about 1,800 visitors per month, about $10 cost per click on Google Ads on average, so that values at about $18,000 a month. If someone were to pay for all the clicks, to get that traffic, it costs about $18,000 a month. And then we've got the main keywords over here, search volume for those keywords, ranking position. And so this will kind of help us indicate, like, are they getting most of their traffic from blog posts, or maybe they're looking at like different cities that they're advertising in, like Tempe and Glendale. We can sort of start to get a sense of what their strategy is that's driving all the traffic to their website. If their website's getting all of its traffic from blog posts, then it might not be, something like we might not need to, or it may be that we need to do the same thing and write a bunch of blog posts so we can get a bunch of backlinks. Or it might be that if they're getting 95% of all their traffic from blog posts, it's not really worth going after that same strategy, because we're trying to sell something locally in the area, and blog posts typically aren't going to sell local stuff very effectively, right? So again, it's just determining what's going on so we can make educated decisions as we go here. But that's kind of the overview. There's a bunch of different features you can go through here, like looking at incoming backlinks, outgoing backlinks, paid traffic if they have that, more stuff with their backlinks here. But this overall summary can be really helpful too. And we can switch between different panels here so we can see like their organic traffic, see how that's been fluctuating over time. All right, so it looks like recently they've actually been improving, and we can look at a longer time frame here. So if we go all time, we can see that their traffic has definitely been increasing as of late, and their traffic value since about 2022 maybe. They've really been working on things. It looks like you can see the keyword positions, so it's going to kind of give us a distribution of like the top 3 ranked terms, how many they're showing up for. In this case 222 right now, and then position 4 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 50, 50 plus, etc. It's also going to show us where they're getting their traffic from, like which country. Their organic keywords by intent. And so sometimes, like, if we're looking at a company like Best Buy, they're going to have a lot of branded traffic, which is just people who are actively looking for the brand. Because people just look for Best Buy and then they go to the website and then they look for the thing that they're trying to find, right? Whereas in this case, it's almost going to be entirely non-branded, because people in the local area don't really know about this roofing company until they do a search for a roofer and find the company, right? And then informational in nature. So like I was saying before, it looks like they're getting a lot of their traffic from their blog. And so, just because they're getting, this extra 10,000 visitors a month that they're getting is probably not driving a lot of business. It's going to be namely these navigational, commercial, and transactional intent keywords that are driving most of their sales. Then we can also see local versus non-local. And so again, this is a local company. They're really only getting like 1,000 visitors a month from local. 8.8 thousand a month from non-local. So somewhat skewed here. Important information to know, right? And this is just a further breakdown of like their organic pages, branded versus non-branded, keyword intent, top organic competitors. So we can start looking at some of these other competitors and see what they're doing as well. Organic top keywords, top organic pages by traffic. Tons of helpful information here, and we can switch these around and then it'll give us some different data throughout here. So I hope you found this helpful. There's so much to get into here. I have a bunch of other videos on my channel if you want to go more in depth on specific items, but if there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there.
If you're like most new business owners, you're probably struggling to get your online presence established, let alone get it to the point where it's bringing you a consistent flow of customers, right? So that's why I created this free course where I actually walk you step by step through the whole process of setting up your online presence. This is the same process we've been using for our clients for over a decade at one of my agencies. And essentially, I'm going to show you how to set up an SEO-friendly business name right from the get-go, how to develop your website really quickly and easily, how to set up your Google Maps listing, start getting some Google reviews, everything you need in order to have a substantial online presence where people can actually start finding you and purchasing your products or services. The best part is I'm going to show you how to do it in under a couple of hours, and all for less than 50 bucks. If you're interested, I'll leave a link below where you can get signed up today. Make sure to check this course out for free right now, because I'm probably going to start charging for this at some point in the future. All right, I'll see you on the other side.